Hey everybody, and welcome to Black Girls Can DIY Too. So have you guys ever been searching for something that you really wanted to buy? You know exactly what it is that you want, and then when you find it, it might not be in the color that you want. Well, I have gotten accustomed to taking things, once I find exactly what I want, even if it isn't the color that I want, then I'll paint it and make it the color that I want. So I need to replace the floodlight camera that I have in my backyard. In another video I told you guys that I was giving that to my parents, and I just want to put in a new light fixture that has motion sensor on it. I found this really beautiful one from Lowe's, but it's in this bronze oil rub finish, and it's pretty, but I just would prefer a more flat black finish because my patio furniture is more of a matte black finish. So I'm actually going to take this apart and spray paint it the color that I want and put it up, and I'll show you how I do it. Alright, so I kind of already started taking this apart inside my house, but the way this thing goes together, there's this finial, I think that's what you call this piece here. So we're going to take this off, and then there's this top piece. Inside this particular light fixture, there's the timer and things like that for how to set the motion sensor. But then when I looked inside, there were screws inside here, and I undid those screws that allowed me to take off the top. And then it had also these brackets that went on here, and I took off the brackets, and I was able to gently pull this out so that I can set this aside. I actually thought I was going to have to put paper in here and tape it all off to where I could spray paint it, but now this is totally free form so that I can set this out and spray paint it. Then I'm going to take off these little pieces, because this is part of the bracket to install it, and I'll find it in a minute. It just fell on my deck, so I'm going to set this to the side. Where'd it go? Alright, there you go. Alright, so I'm gonna put these to the side. So anyway, so now I have this all separated. Basically these four pieces is what I'm gonna spray paint, and I'm gonna put some paper over this. I'm gonna put some tape over this so this doesn't get spray painted, and just kind of, you know, tape off the stuff that I don't want to get painted, and I'll be right back. So when I'm normally spray painting, I normally just come outside because if I get spray paint on the grass, guess what? It'll get mowed away. But I'll prop them up when I'm painting upon boxes to make sure I have a clear vision or view, and start painting. So I bought this Rust-Oleum Universe Satin paint and primer in one black, and I did see one a little bit cheaper, but I kind of like this can and how this can works. So let's kind of see how this works. All right. So do a very light coat. Don't try to get overhanded. Another thing about doing it outside is that, you know, my camera's shaking because I'm shaking this can, is that, you know, it takes the fumes away. So okay. Woo, stinky. So I'm gonna let that dry. Whoop. And my air conditioning unit powering up. I need to get that checked out too. Anyway, look. Nice little coat here. Ugh. Also, oh, I forgot to show you guys. So I cut a little slit in this to stick this in so it could stand up straight. And we will coat on this. All right, and I will be back when it's all finished. So I sped this section up. I'm sure you guys don't want to sit and watch me put this back together the way that it came apart. It went back together very well, and everything was looking really good. The paint dried really well. Besides, don't want to show you guys that I was killing a spider that came on the table, kind of freaked me out. So had to kill it and keep moving on. Okay, now it's time for me to take off my ring flood cam so I can get my new light fixture put in place. So I sped this section up as well. Basically, anytime you get a new light fixture, make sure that you read the instructions and follow the instructions to the letter, and make sure that you also test your wires and make sure that your power is turned off so that you're safe when you're working around electrical, and just follow all the directions on your new outlet and you should be good to go. All right, so I got it all installed. In this particular light fixture, the instructions say that you should caulk around the base here, and I will do that later. Put a little caulk around there just to make sure that it's watertight, because it definitely does kind of go a little bit below that part there. But anyway, I'm going to put a light bulb in it and test it out and show you guys what it looks like when the motion sensor works. I'll turn back on the power. All right, so it works great. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope that you were inspired to take something and make it exactly the way you want to make it. And remember, as always, Black girls can DIY too.